What's going on, everyone? It's Super here, and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. And what I have for you guys today is pretty much, I guess, my wish list. Not really a wish list, it's more of a prediction of some premiere skins that we might be seeing in Injustice 2. As we got a confirmation from Derek that works at NetherRealm, there's going to be a lot of premiere skins. The number being like thrown around right now as far as speculation is around 15. Somewhere around 15. I don't think every single character will have their own premiere skin, but I'm sure there's going to be even multiple characters that have multiple different premiere skins, and I'll go into that in a bit. But before I do that, I just want to mention, if you guys do enjoy the Injustice 2 content and have been enjoying all the Injustice 2 videos I've been uploading, there's been a lot of news, so it's been awesome. It's been a lot of fun just talking about this game, which we're all really excited about. So leave a like rating on the video if you guys have been enjoying. Let's try to hit over 500 likes. So here we go. The premiere skins that we know of, 100% confirmed so far. 3 of them actually come in the Ultimate Edition of Injustice, which are Power Girl, or Supergirl changes to Power Girl, Green Lantern, Hal Jordan turns into John Stewart Green Lantern, and the Flash turns into Reverse Flash. And just quickly, just in case a few people might not know what premiere skins are, it's pretty much like a way to have multiple characters in one, because the way the premiere skins work is they're like a brand new look to a character. So for example, Supergirl and Power Girl, Supergirl turns into Power Girl. If that Power Girl premiere skin is going to have different intro dialogues with all the characters, and she's going to have a different voice actor. So that's what premiere skins are. It's just like a way for NetherRealm to have like multiple characters, sort of like a character cameo appearance in Injustice 2. And the final one that we know of 100% is Mr. Freeze, or Captain Cold will turn into Mr. Freeze. And that was confirmed via, one of the Injustice 2 mobile cards that said Captain Cold and said Mr. Freeze skin. All right, so those are the 4 confirmed so far. Now let's go down the list of premiere skins that I think are going to be in the game. And by the way, if you guys do have your own premiere skin wish list, leave it down in the comment section. I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to know a lot more about what pairing would work a lot more than I do, so definitely share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's first start off with the obvious ones that we're probably going to get, because these are sort of crossover premiere skins. So of course we're probably going to get the CW shows for their specific characters. So we're probably going to get like the CW Flash, CW Supergirl, CW Arrow, and maybe even CW Black Canary, Katie Cassidy, because this was actually the reason why I thought Black Canary was going to be in Injustice 2, because the actress for Black Canary in the CW show, in the Arrow CW show, had said, oh, this is what goes into making a video game. And I thought, she was probably referring to her voice work for Injustice 2. So there's a very big chance that she is definitely going to be a premiere skin for Black Canary. But, of course, we're going to have to wait and see. It would make sense. So all these are probably going to be coming just because, the CW shows for these superheroes are pretty popular. And it would make sense for them to have, a cameo appearance in Injustice 2. So moving on to the good stuff here. So these are some of the characters that I want to see have these specific premiere skins, or these are characters that, sort of make sense. And I want you guys to chime in here, share your opinion. So the first one here is probably one that everyone wants to see, which is a Shazam costume for Black Adam. And I know that Black Adam is going to be in the game. We all know about this. Black Adam is going to be in Injustice 2. Shazam is not. And I don't think Shazam will be a DLC character. So the best thing to do is to honor the death of Billy Batson to the hands of Superman. Horrible death in the first Injustice game, with at least an appearance and being able to use him via this premiere costume. So definitely a Shazam costume for Black Adam makes a lot of sense, and I would be very happy if that happens. So moving on here, we have one for the Man of Steel. I don't know if they could do this for the gear system, but I would love to see a Cyborg Superman. Now, Cyborg Superman was actually my personal favorite skin for Superman in the first Injustice game. Like I mentioned, this is something that they can do in the gear system. I don't know if they will turn, you know, Superman, the base character Superman, to Cyborg Superman just by gear. So I think this would need a premiere skin, but I would love to see Cyborg Superman. He was my favorite skin in the first Injustice game, so I would definitely, you know, rock that all the time. Moving on here, we have Bizarro, and Bizarro is sort of obvious one for Superman just because he's like the opposite of Superman. You know, he wears the opposite color scheme, he wears the S the opposite way, and he's just pretty much like the complete opposite of Superman. So I don't know if they'll cut it that deep for premiere skins. I don't know if they'll go to Bizarro for Superman, but it's definitely a costume that I would like to see. Moving on here to another costume, I would definitely like to see, oh, why did my thing scroll down? Where was I? All right, I would definitely like to see a Deathstorm costume, premiere costume for Firestorm. So Deathstorm is pretty much a Black Lantern version of Firestorm, and he looks fucking amazing. Of course, I'll be putting screenshots of these specific characters that I'm talking about on the screen so you guys can see them. He looks awesome. He's an evil asshole, but he looks fucking awesome, and you know, I would definitely like to see that Deathstorm costume for Firestorm. Moving on here, this is one that I don't think would work because the playstyles were completely different, but I really just want to see Batgirl in Injustice 2 in one way or another. So I would like to see a Batgirl costume for Batman, or Batman be turned into Batgirl. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be a way to have Batgirl in Injustice 2. Like I mentioned, Batgirl would not play the same as she did in the first Injustice game, but I just want to see Barbara Gordon in Injustice 2. I don't know if it's going to happen DLC wise or anything like that, so I think her best chance is to make it as a premiere skin. Moving on here is one that I don't know if it would work, but looking at all the options, this is probably the best scenario for the specific character. And of course, I'm talking about Red Hood. If he doesn't end up being on the roster, I would definitely like to see a Red Hood premiere skin for Deadshot. Like I mentioned, I don't know if it would work 100%, but out of everyone on the roster, it would probably be the best fit. Another character that I've been hearing, you know, since day one, or since we knew Deadshot was going to be in the game, is a Deathstroke premiere skin for Deadshot. And you do see a lot of similarities between Deathstroke and Deadshot as far as his zoning and his, you know, him using his guns and stuff. But the difference is Deathstroke actually had different combos, like way different playstyle in the first Injustice game. He uses his sword a lot, his blade a lot. He wasn't only guns, and you know, I don't know if that would work 100%, but it's definitely something to throw out there if these characters cannot be their own character and if they can make it. So moving on here, I would definitely like to see a Red Lantern Supergirl. Now, the way Supergirl looks as a Red Lantern is just awesome. She looks awesome as a Red Lantern, and I think it would be really, really cool. I don't know if they could do that in the gear system, but having her be a Red Lantern and having like a Red Lantern premiere skin would be fucking awesome. Moving on, here is one that I think we could all agree would be awesome, right? A Batman Beyond skin for Batman. Again, I don't know if they could actually do this in the gear system. I know there were a couple of masks that kind of resembled the Batman Beyond mask, but I just want like a really, really good Batman Beyond. Like, I want Terry McGinnis as fucking Batman Beyond. I don't want like the normal Batman. I want Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond. I want him to look exactly the way he did in the cartoon. in the comics. You know, I just want the really skinny Batman Beyond look. That's what I want. Give it to me, please. And the last one here is one that is sort of out of left field, but I really want this character in the game. And I think if this character was its own character, I don't know if it would work, because this character is literally a, you know, god, a godlike figure, a, you know, someone who would be insanely strong. But it would be awesome if we got a Spectre premiere skin for Dr. Fate. Like I mentioned, if the Spectre was its own character, it would be pretty ridiculous, right? Because the Spectre is immortal. You know, you can't kill the Spectre. It's just like a god, pretty much. But if he's a premiere skin for Dr. Fate, then you could excuse all that, because he's just a premiere skin for Dr. Fate. Of course, you would have to change Dr. Fate's, you know, specific moves. I don't know how they would do that. Just replace him with something else. He could have like the same moves, of course, but he just can't have Dr. Fate's symbol, obviously. So I don't know if they would go that deep, but that one's just like my way out of left field premiere costume in the entire video. It's just I really like the Spectre, and I would want to see that character be included in Injustice 2 in one way or another. So that's going to be the end of today's video. Those are my premiere skin, I guess you could call them wish lists. It's more of a prediction, and some of them are like sort of wish lists. Like the Spectre obviously is like a wish list. Cyborg Superman is a wish list, but a lot of these, like Shazam, those are more like predictions. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, leave your comments down below. Let me know if you guys want to see a specific premiere skin for a character. And that's gonna be it for me. I will catch you guys next time. What's going on, guys? It's Super here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe or check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.